Welcome to another episode of Design Tips and Sips with me, Anna Gibson of AKG Design Studio. We are excited to bring you a whole new season of exciting content about design tips and sips for your home and your lifestyle. This episode is going to be all about me and how I got started in the industry, and I'm really excited to reintroduce myself to you all. Everybody always want to know where it all started. It started when I was very, very young. Most of the people were playing with, or girls, were playing with Barbies. I was playing with Legos. I still remember myself being very, very young. I had these wooden blocks, tiny little boxes. Then I graduated to Legos, but I was always into building and construction. I was also very lucky because I grew up with a civil engineer dad, so I spent most of my weekend on construction sites with him. My mom, I always say that she's a lay interior designer because she was never formally trained, but I don't think we ever moved from one house to another before she moved the kitchen or the bathroom. Even to this day, they've been in the same house for over 25 years, and she still finds all kind of remodeling and interior design project for herself almost every year. So really, I have no choice. I became interior designer. I absolutely love everything that I do. And I'm really excited that this is how my path took me. Now, like every other else, it wasn't a straight path. It wasn't the direction I went to school. I studied something completely different. I joke these days that my mom wanted me to study international affairs so I can travel the world and work for the State Department. And instead, I became an interior designer, and I still get to travel and get paid to do that all over the world. So I guess everybody's dream came true. I travel the world. My mom dreamed for me to travel around the world come true, and mine to be an interior designer. As a designer, and if you look at my design, I really love color, but I'm very far from being maximalist. Our friend Rachel always says more is more and more is less. And I'm definitely not to her level. I love color. I love spaces. But at the same time, I have a very European and very clean upbringing. And I think I bring this into my design. So a lot of my influence does come from Europe and traveling around the world. I absolutely love traveling. Most of my friends and clients are always asking, where is Anna? Because they never know if I'm actually there or traveling. And I want to bring those experiences and design trends from all over the world. So whether it's Spain, China, Brazil, wherever my travel takes me, I bring it back with me. And if you ever look at my camera roll, you will see that there is usually pictures of some kind of a construction site whenever I am in the world. My vision for AKG Design Studio was always to create a relaxing place. Yes, we do deal with high-end spaces, we deal with a lot of high-end clients, but that does not mean that it needs to be a high stress or very hard environment. On the opposite, just because you're using luxury, it can still be soft and comforting and accessible to whoever is using it. Design needs to be accessible to everyone. And this is why I created AKG Design Studio. Luxury is not always the fancy watch, the fancy appliances. Sometimes luxury is being able to use a space properly. Everybody has different levels of what luxury means to them. Some clients that have different abilities, their luxury is being even able to use a sink or use the oven or get into the bathtub or a shower in a very comfortable way. So luxury comes in different ways. And my idea for AKG Design Studio was to create a place where we can bring design in a very effortless way to our clients. At AKG Design Studio, we have 5 core values: experience, innovation, professionalism, honesty, and connection. And here is why. So the experience value actually have 3 parts. The first part is the experience that we bring as designers to the table. Everything, all those years, all those hundreds of kitchen baths that we created, that the experience that we bring to the table for our client. The second part is actually the experience that we create during the design process. We want to make sure that we really connect with our clients and they have a wonderful experience working with us. And lastly, and probably most important, is the experience the client gets when they walk into their new space and going to enjoy it, hopefully lifelong experience and enjoyment in their new space. Innovation, really important for us. This is why we travel the world. This is why we go to the different expos. We want to make sure that our design are top of the market. We want to bring our client the latest cutting edge, whether it's in technology, design, trends, everything to enhance their experience and make sure that their spaces are their best for their lifestyle. Professionalism. I think that's really kind of speaks for itself. We want to make sure we're professional. Our team is professional. We're very picky about the contractor that we're using. We want to make sure everybody is very clear and how they treat our clients in a very polite and professional way. And we demand it from ourselves and also from all our vendors. Honesty. We are open book. We share all the information with all our clients. We do not hide anything. And as you know, honesty is always the best policy. Sometimes things don't go well, but as long as we're honest and clear with the client about what's going on, any problem can be solved. And the last one is connection. We love creating connections in the community and with our clients. We have lifelong connection with our clients. We end up going to dinner with them. In fact, we actually travel the world with some of them. And we're here to stay. So it's not just for your next project. We really love to be part of your family as much as you're part of our family. AKG Design Studio is a luxury interior design studio dedicated to creating bespoke and livable interiors that reflect our clients' interest, achievement, and taste. We connect with our client on a personal level to craft spaces that marry practical and elegant spaces, uplifting for everyday experience. So we specialize in kitchen, bathroom, basement, home addition, whole home, anything that had to do with renovation. We love creating spaces that fit our client lifestyle. There are a lot of designers out there that bring their really heavy style, very, very specific. And I'm not going to name names, but if you know about shiplap and subway tile, you probably know what designer I'm talking about. We are not that designers. Our job is to take what you love, what you enjoy, the colors that you love, the shape that you enjoy, and bring it to your home so you can enjoy it in your space. So for the most part, our design philosophy stays very clean, but we're here to really bring your ideas, your lifestyle into action and just put it together so it's perfect for you to enjoy for years to come. We love to be in the forefront of innovation at AKG Design Studio. So whether it's the latest technology that we're using to show our clients their design and how we communicate with them and share our design ideas with them to make it much easier to share ideas and thoughts, and of course, in the design process itself and the final product, because we have to keep moving, we have to keep renovating and innovating our designs. I have met too many designers that you will know that that's their design because they're doing the same thing over and over again. We also go behind the scene with our vendors and make sure that we know very clearly what is the materials, how they're made, and what is the benefits of using those type of materials in our clients' homes to make sure that we bring them absolutely the best that is out there in the market for whatever purpose. At AKG Design Studio, we have a very proven design process. It involves the client, the vendors, and the contractor. We all work together as a team. It starts with our discovery call. We just jump on a simple call with our client or potential client to make sure that we understand what is your project, make sure that it fits our scope of work and what we're looking to work. And of course, make sure that our design philosophy and our ideas also work for you, our potential clients. After that, we meet at your home because we need to see the space. We do initial consultation. During that consultation, we'll be talking about all the possible ideas that we have for your space. We'll see what is possible and sign the design contract. So this is going to be the first initial stages. During that meeting, we will also measure your space. We'll take photos, really everything that is needed for us to start the process. After that, within 2 to 3 weeks, we will get back to you and we will have our first Zoom call where we are going to show you our designs. Now, I know we spoke about some ideas when we were in the space, but I really like to push my clients' envelope because a lot of clients know what is the problem. They think they know what is the solution, but this is where I come in as the space alchemist and bring my magic to bring a solution they probably didn't even think about when we started that process. And we will review all those options with them and hopefully they will choose the one I love. I don't know. We'll see. So we go through the different options that we give them, and we're also going to send you, because this is just a quick and usually an hour meeting, we'll also send you the design so you can kind of sleep on it, give it another thought, and realize what is available with the space. Of course, we provide you 3Ds so you can actually really visual the space as best as possible from a piece of paper or a little video. After that, you will let us know which is the design that you selected. And then from there, we are going to actually start building the design. When we do the initial design, we just throw in cabinets, appliances, but it's not a final design. We really want to make sure that the space is functional for you. So then we dive into the details of what cabinet goes where, how you going to utilize the new space. Because a lot of time we try to rotate the whole space on its axis. So if your stove was on one side, it might be on the other side. Right now, wherever there was a window, we might have closed it, opened a window somewhere else. So there is going to be a big change in the space and how you're going to use it. So we want to make sure that you understand what goes where. We really dig deep into what our clients need. So for example, a lot of people now love those pull out with spices that are on the bottom, but we have a client that had a double hip replacement. So for them, that is not an option to do a lot of bending over. So we found solution for spices in the top wall cabinet. So again, we really dive into lifestyle, what's going on, who is cooking, why they're cooking, who is helping, is there's any kids to make sure that every little decision that we're making about your space is the right decision for you. And then we'll get our contractor involved because everybody has a budget, even if it's $1 million budget. So we'll bring our contractor, get a couple of quotes to make sure that we are good with the pricing. And then from there, we're going to jump into the final selection of all the materials, all the way from the wall color to the cabinetry, hardware. Every little detail that goes into your design is going to be addressed and given attention so that at the end of the process, you have what we call a project book. It's a book that has all the selections, all the design, all the details that you can now go and implement your project. We also love to give a copy to the homeowner because that becomes your Bible. In the future, if you have a warranty claim or you need to repaint a wall or anything happens, you can get a reference from our project book. So you actually have your own little reference book for the space. So if you ever need anything else, you know exactly where to find the option. And then for the contractor, that is their Bible of how to build that space, what material goes when and where. And we stay with you until the project is finished and done. If you know us, we love martinis at AKG Design Studio. So if you're local to the DC Metro, we usually have some kind of a martini event going on. My favorite is the espresso martini. Let's go and make it together. So now let me show you how I made this amazing espresso martini. So we have a little bit twist that we love to show you. So you're gonna need an espresso or martini glass, a shaker with some ice, coffee, and we love Weird Brother coffee. Embrace the dark side, makes amazing espresso. So make sure you check them out. Of course, vodka, creme de cacao, and my little twist is this magical tequila, crema de tequila instead of Bailey's. You can use Bailey's, but this thing is magical. It's 1921, that's the name. It's delicious and a little bit of nutmeg. So let's get started. So I already have some ice in my shaker. We have 1 shot of really good grade espresso. Goes in here. Now we're going to use our little handy bar tool here. And so we're gonna do pretty much 1 ounce of everything in there. Right into our shaker. Might go with a little bit more of the, and then 1 ounce of the creme de cacao for some chocolate notes. And of course, vodka. So we're gonna go a little bit more on the vodka. I don't think we got a bottle big enough. So that's gonna be 1.5 ounces. So that's 1, that's gonna be half. Yeah, I think it's good. Let's see what's happening here. And for good measure, I'm gonna add a little bit more tequila. Shh. This is delicious. Now, if you find that, you can literally just drink that with ice, and it is so good. So now we're just going to shake it all. Well, there you go. My professional moves. Just me and Tom Cruise. There you go. Nice and cold. And then you just pour it and ready to enjoy. Just remember, this is caffeinated, so, you know, don't have too many late at night. Cheers. Wow, this was delicious. thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Design Tips and Sips. Make sure to drop in the comment what is your favorite martini, and maybe we will make it next time. If you have yet to subscribe to our channel, make sure to do it now, and also turn on the notification so you get to see when the next episode is dropped. Again, don't forget to communicate with us in our comments. Show notes has all our Instagram and way to find me, email me, connect with me. I love hearing from you. Please send me all your questions, thoughts, and ideas. If you want to be a guest on one of our episodes, again, email me, connect with us. We would love to have you with us. And cheers!